You spent close to $600 on a driver your buddy swore would change everything. Months later, same swing, same scores, maybe worse. The shop will not take it back because you already played around. Here is the thing. The problem might not be your swing. The golf equipment industry in the United States generates over $2.5 billion per year, and the dirty secret is that most manufacturers spend more on marketing than on actual engineering. This video exists because you deserve to know which drivers are working against you. The Ping G430 LS Tech costs $599.99. LS stands for low spin, and Ping's own fitting data acknowledges this driver is engineered for swing speeds of 105 miles per hour or higher, a tour-level threshold. The average male recreational golfer in the United States swings at 93.4 miles per hour, according to TrackMan population data cited regularly by Golf Digest. Ping built this club for the top 20% of recreational swing speeds and placed it on the same shelf, at the same price, for everyone. MyGolfSpy's 2003 20 testing documented that the LS Tech penalizes golfers below 100 miles per hour with spin rates too low, producing weak trajectories or ballooning ball flights depending on attack angle. If your speed is at 93, this driver is physically working against your ball. The fix is a driver built for your actual speed, something any Ping fitting center will confirm for free. Drop a comment with your current swing speed and driver. If that 105 mile per hour requirement was news to you, hit like and subscribe.
Most golfers waste a fortune every year on the wrong gear. The wrong driver, the wrong shaft, balls built for a pro they will never use. That is why I put together the Golf Gear Vault. Inside, you will learn which gear matches your game, when premium is worth it, and when you are just paying for the logo, and how to spend less and outplay people who spent double. The QR code is on your screen, and the link is in the pinned comment.
Because driver number 2 was made by the most trusted name in American golf, and not a single PGA Tour player was using it when it launched. The second driver is the Titleist TSR1, released in 2042 at approximately $599. Titleist carries the highest brand loyalty of any golf equipment manufacturer in the United States, according to the National Golf Foundation's 2022 Brand Equity Report. Golfers buy Titleist because the pros use Titleist. That loyalty is the problem. No PGA Tour player used the TSR1 at any point during the 2022 to 2023 season. The club was explicitly designed for swing speeds below 85 miles per hour, and Titleist's own product literature says so. If your swing is above 90 miles per hour, the TSR1 will measurably cost you distance. The TSR2 starts at the same price and serves a far broader range of male swing speeds. Brand loyalty should not cost you yards. Before driver number 3, there is one thing the industry almost never says out loud. The USCA introduced a coefficient of restitution limit of 0.83 for driver faces in 2003. No legal face can return more than 83% of clubhead energy to the ball. That is a hard physical and legal ceiling. When a brand says their new face is faster, they mean faster than their previous model, not faster than a legal limit. Nobody can cross that line. MyGolfSpy's 2023 robot testing found the total distance gap between 1st and 10th place was under 4 yards. The next driver on this list shows what happens when distance marketing meets a buyer who does not need what is being sold. Driver number 3 is the Callaway Robe Saint Max D, priced between $499 and $529. The D stands for draw bias. This club was engineered to help slicers by automatically producing a draw-biased ball flight, and independent testing from TX Golf and MyGolfSpy confirmed it works as advertised. The documented problem for golfers without a consistent slice, that draw bias becomes a hook bias, producing significant left misses for right-handed players. A driver that corrects one miss by introducing another is not a fix. It is a trade. FIGA instructors including Hank Haney and Michael Breed have noted publicly that a draw-biased head does not fix the swing path causing the slice. Fix your slice through lessons, and you now own a driver actively fighting your corrected swing. Callaway was targeting the 25 million Americans who slice, according to National Golf Foundation data. Smart business. Not smart engineering for the golfer who actually wants to improve. Driver number 4 is the TaylorMade Stealth HD, which retailed at approximately $499. The Stealth family was TaylorMade's flagship launch of 2022, built around a carbon fiber face. The HD variant carried draw bias, but it had a second documented problem on top of that. Multiple reports on GolfREX documented face cracking and surface wear within the first season of use, and TaylorMade acknowledged warranty claims related to face integrity. Veteran designer Tom Wishen wrote publicly that the carbon face performance claims were largely achieved through loft and center of gravity manipulation, tools that titanium faces can replicate equally. The face material was primarily a marketing narrative. TaylorMade's warranty is 1 year. If you are considering a used Stealth HD at a discount, inspect the face surface carefully. Visible cracking or chipping near the impact zone is a red flag on a component hitting a ball at over 150 miles per hour. A 2022 study in the Journal of Sports Sciences confirmed that for golfers with a handicap above 15, roughly 60% of all American golfers, according to United States Golf Association data, driver performance is overwhelmingly determined by swing consistency, not equipment. A properly fitted $300 driver outperforms a $600 driver without fitting. For most golfers watching this video, that is not an opinion. It is a physics statement backed by every independent fitting study of the last decade. The next driver on this list is genuinely competent in optimal conditions and sold in a way that almost guarantees you will never experience them. Driver number 5 is the Cobra Aerojet Max, priced between $499 and $549. The documented problem is not the head, it is the shaft. The stock options, specifically the Aldila Ascent and the Project X Cypher, were flagged in a 233 GolfREX breakdown by fitter James Hirschfield as too light and too flexible for swing speeds above 95 miles per hour. That mismatch adds dispersion even when the head performs correctly. The economic argument almost nobody makes. Before the purchase, at $500, this driver demands an aftermarket shaft costing between $150 and $300. The affordable option quickly becomes $650 to $850 once you shaft it correctly. At that price, other drivers already come with better calibrated stock shafts.
Most golfers waste a fortune every year on the wrong gear. The wrong driver, the wrong shaft, balls built for a pro they will never use. That is why I put together the Golf Gear Vault. Inside, you will learn which gear matches your game, when premium is worth it, and when you are just paying for the logo, and how to spend less and outplay people who spent double. The QR code is on your screen, and the link is in the pinned comment.
Driver number 6 is the Cleveland Launcher XL Lite at approximately $299. True Spec Golf, one of the most respected independent fitting operations in the country, published data showing the Launcher XL Lite produced the highest dispersion of any driver tested in its category during their 2022 and 2023 fittings. Wide dispersion means inconsistent directional performance, which translates directly to higher scores. MyGolfSpy confirmed in 2023 that the cup face implementation produced a noticeably narrower sweet spot than its marketing suggested. Saving $200 to $300 on a driver that costs you 15 to 20 yards on off-center hits is not saving money, it is buying a scoring penalty. Driver number 7 is the Wilson Dynapower Carbon, priced between $399 and $449. Wilson has the longest continuous presence in American golf equipment of any surviving brand. The Sam Snead Blue Ridge irons from the 1940s and the Wilson staff line used by multiple US Open champions are real parts of American golf history. The documented irony is this: on GolfREX and the Sand Trap forums, Multiple buyers reported measurable loft inconsistencies between heads of the same model with the same stated loft. Independent measurements found variations of up to 1.5 degrees between supposedly identical clubs. A $400 driver whose actual loft you cannot trust without independent measurement is not a driver you should buy blind. The brand's history is legitimate. The current manufacturing consistency in this specific line is not. Smash factor is ball speed divided by club head speed. The theoretical maximum with a legal driver is approximately 1.50. Key tour averages sit around 1.48 to 1.49, based on publicly published TrackMan data. Recreational golfers average between 1.40 and 1.44. That gap of 0.02 to 0.03 in smash factor at 93 miles per hour swing speed translates to roughly 5 to 7 yards. That is the real performance difference you are paying for. Moment of inertia is the resistance of the head to twisting on off-center hits, capped by the USCA at 5,900 grams per centimeter squared. Higher moment of inertia means better performance when you miss the sweet spot. Ping publishes that number for their drivers. Most other brands do not, which tells you something on its own. For any golfer who does not find the center of the face on every swing, that figure matters more than any claim about face speed. This is physics, not marketing, and it drives the 3 drivers worth considering. The used driver market tells a story the retail floor never will. Global Golf and Second Swing list certified pre-owned TaylorMade Sim2 drivers from 2021, still conforming under USCA rules, at $119 to $169. My Golf Spy robot testing placed the Sim2 within 3 yards of 2024 drivers at 90 miles per hour swing speed. That $449 gap buys roughly 45 rounds at a public course or 6 to 8 hours with a PGA certified instructor. The 3 drivers ahead have something the previous 7 did not: independent performance data justifying the price for the right swing profile with proper fitting. The first took the top spot in the most rigorous unsponsored driver test conducted annually in this sport. The first driver that actually earns its price is the TaylorMade Ki 10 Standard, not the Max variant and not the LS variant. Retail price at launch, $599. The Standard Ki 10 earned the top position in MyGolfSpy's 2024 Most Wanted Driver Test, their annual independent robot-based benchmark, verifiable at mygolfspy.com. It delivered the best combination of ball speed, face consistency, and shot dispersion across a broad range of swing speeds. What separates the Ki 10 from the drivers already covered is the stock Fujikura Ventus Tro Red shaft, noted by multiple fitters as genuinely appropriate for its target market, which is uncommon in retail launches. The Ki Y10 covers typical male swing speeds from 88 to 105 miles per hour without requiring a fitting caveat. If independent data is your criterion, this is the driver the numbers support most strongly. The second driver that earns its price is the Ping G430 Max, not the LS Tech that opened this list. The distinction matters. Retail price, $549 to $599. The G430 Max consistently ranks at the top in independent testing for off-center performance. Ping's spinsistency. Technology uses a variable face thickness pattern that reduces spin rate variability on imperfect contact, verified at TrueSpec Golf. For the recreational golfer who does not hit the center on every swing, consistent miss-hit performance is more valuable than marginal gains on perfect strikes. Check the standard Alta CB Red before assuming you need a shaft upgrade. Many golfers between 88 and 100 miles per hour play it well as is. The third driver that earns its price is the Callaway Paradigm I Smoke, released in 2004 at $599. The I label here is not purely marketing. Callaway disclosed using machine learning to optimize face thickness mapping across thousands of simulated impact points, a methodology first described publicly at the 2023 Golf Industry Show. Golf.com's equipment editor tested the iSmoke against previous Callaway generations using TrackMan and documented measurable improvements in ball speed consistency on heel and toe strikes. That is a verifiable advancement, not a rebadge. Practical qualifier: avoid the Max variant if you do not need draw bias assistance. The standard iSmoke serves Most male golfers better without it.